Boom. El Diablo. Is that his name? My bad, y'all. Yeah, that's his name. 70. America's most wanted men was found working as a cop. 20 years on the run, y'all. And I believe it was in Mexico. Let's check it out real quick. This is pretty crazy, y'all. If I can get to the actual clip.
As U.S. Marshals handed over El Diablo to the local authorities. That handoff happened at the airport police station right here at about 4:30 this after 2 decades of Riano always being one step ahead of law enforcement and then becoming one of them. Antonio Riano, El Diablo, the devil, in a 2004 mugshot. It was December 19th at the Roundhouse Bar in Hamilton when witnesses say Riano and another man, 25-year-old Benjamin Becerra, got into an argument. It moved outside, and a surveillance camera captured who police say was Riano reaching around another man and shooting Becerra in the face, killing him.
We had all the evidence that we needed gathered. He already had a direct indictment out against him. It was just a matter of waiting to find him from that time.
Mark Henson was a detective on the case in 2004. He nearly had him in Hamilton, and then with the help of the U.S. Marshals, followed him to New Jersey, where Riano had a sister, and then he heard Riano had skipped to Mexico, the state of Oaxaca, where he was from.
And not going to lie, at that time I was wondering if we'd ever see him again.
Cut forward 20 years when a former deputy who had worked the case in 2005 started a new job at the Butler County Prosecutor's Office.
In January of this year, we started actively looking for Mr. Riano again.
Wow.
Now investigator Paul Newton did a computer search, and there he was.
And as soon as I see him, I'm like, my God, there he is. A little bit grayer, a little bit older.
What does he mean by a computer search? This dude found him on social media, typed in his name. What the hell? And also says he was on America's Most Wanted on one of the episodes. Ain't that a trip?
But it was him.
El Diablo was living in Oaxaca, Mexico, working as a cop at the Zapotlaton Palmas Police Department.
Speechless. And at first I was speechless. Then I think the second thing come to my mind is, I got you.
Capabilities have changed. Our abilities to track people have changed a lot over 20 years. And he applied those investigative resources that are available to him and was able to locate him.
The U.S. Marshal for the Southern District of Ohio took over from there.
If you dig hard enough, they found bin Laden. So if they can find bin Laden, I can find Antonio Riano.
I'm telling you, y'all, nowadays it's a trip. I spoke to my tire man. I want to give him an interview one day. This guy has a hell of a story, but I was talking, not gonna lie, I'm an ex-street dude, but man, it's some thoughts, habits, and whatever are hard to shake. I'm not saying I'm a criminal, but it seems like when I'm around certain people, we start talking about the past, of interesting stories and tales. Excuse me. And the tire man was telling me a story about, when he got busted. One day, my bad, y'all. One day he's going to tell his story, and it's interesting to say the least. And I told him straight up earlier, I was outside, I was like, man, I wouldn't want to be a criminal nowadays. I wouldn't be pushing no product, illegal, nothing, because there's cameras everywhere. You can't trust nobody. And if you wanted to make some moves as, in the underworld, you have to be like tight-lipped, right? He said that his kids would see him and their friends would be in awe, right? And be, enamored with this man that, their friend's father was a criminal. And to a certain degree, that's how I looked up to my stepdad, right? And many kids look up to parents that are criminals or thugs or in some kind of criminal element. And like he said, that's something to be proud of. He got out of prison, changed his life. And now, we're here making money, transactions, selling tires and doing work out here in the oil field. But the point is, that's what happens, right? Kids look up to these criminal, people in their lives. And even I did it. But, thank God for those that do change. But again, like I said, my tire man, hopefully I'll get to interview him and he could tell his tale how it happened to him with this whole situation. But like I said, to be a criminal in 2024 with cameras and everything that's out there, I think it's be pretty tough and pretty stupid, to be honest. I'd rather be, living modestly and being able to sleep at night instead of, breaking the law. Let's continue.
In every crime, violent crime, there's a victim. And we want to bring closure to this case and give the family some peace, knowing that we did not stop and we kept looking for this violent fugitive, and we were able to catch him and bring him back. As Riano was getting handed over to local authorities, I asked him a couple of questions in Spanish. Mataste a Benjamin Becerra. Did you kill Benjamin Becerra?
He answered in Spanish, "No, I did not." I then asked him in Spanish, "Why did you become a policeman?" And he answered, again in Spanish, "Because I wanted to help the people of Mexico." Well, right now, Mr. Riano is just arriving in Hamilton, where he will face murder charges.
From breaking news to
Wow. So the dude, there he is, 70 plus, he's locked up. Salute the officers that got him in Ohio. I mean, that's good. I'm glad they got him off the street. There is no, how do you say it? The statute of limitations for murder, I guess, of course, thank God they don't go up. So sooner or later, they came and knocked and they picked the guy up. This is El Diablo, 72-year-old Antonio Riano. And he was arrested Thursday, y'all. So shout out to police that did so.